Welcome, Gemini, to your Astrodice reading for May. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Having the Astrodice, for those of you who are new, this is where we take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Best message for Gemini, please. We have the moon coming out with the 11th house, with some Pisces energy going on. Nice. So, what is it? It is. Got some emotions going on over here, my friends, starting out with the beginning of the month and for the whole month. So that moon is really going to really be kind of pushing out on you this month. So it's your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. But I really like it with the 11th house, though. I'll tell you why in just a minute. When you have the Pisces over here, bringing in this watery energy from the moon and, of course, the Pisces itself. So a lot of water going on. If you guys have a lot of water in your chart, you're really going to be feeling that. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgetting. It compels and softens to resolve. And you might even have this kind of back and forth dreamy feeling going on when you're, anytime we're talking about that Pisces energy, bringing in that Neptune. Okay. And going straight into the 11th house. The 11th house is where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. And that's why I was saying I really do like it with the 11th house, because anytime we have this kind of sensitive, compassionate areas within you, it's going to really boost and enhance that love area within you. Just watch kind of like your oversensitivities. I mean, you have the moon and Pisces in here. This watery can actually sometimes work against your emotions, right? So really boosting you up, but then sometimes really kind of wearing your feelings on your sleeve if people are too rough, right, around the edges. So got to really watch that. Okay, so let's get into this. We're going straight to the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Starting, of course, with the beginning of the month. At the beginning of the month, we do have the North Node in Taurus coming out, so it really feels like it could be really fueled also a lot by this North Node as that's coming in. Okay. Let's see. Clarifying pages. There we go. Talking about that partnerships and relationships and alliances, right? So we're talking about the people, the communication, talking about that moon, and it's coming right underneath that moon. So that's where it's talking about this sensitivity. We're talking about that compassion. We're talking about that helping and wanting to help, feeling the emotions. So I'm saying if it really works, you know, with you in the beginning of the month or even all month, it could really show this connection with this very soft touch, right? Because the Pisces has a very soft touch. And where the prosperity begins, we would love that. Talking about that. But your passions ignited are a little upside down, and that could be because you're kind of fueled with all this water. So it's like I said, be careful of that, wearing that heart on that sleeve, or things moving too fast with over compassion going on. Oh, within that love area. So you might feel like, hey, I need you to slow down just a little bit, right? So could be a little bit tricky over here. And like I said, talking about that North Node in Taurus, we can feel that kind of pulling towards you, right? Which is going to give you this kind of a rush of adrenaline from everything from, you know, the way you feel love, from the way that you're speaking love. So there could be some kind of seduction type of area going on. And this is why you're kind of like, slow down a little bit, right? Or it could be your partner telling you to slow down a little bit, right? However you're going to see that, because, you know, it's either, I don't know, I just feel like you're going to really want to rush into something, and I think that they're just going to really want to catch you, or that's going to catch you kind of off guard, and then you're going to notice it. going on? In the 11th house, this passion's ignited isn't within the 11th house where the cosmos grants the wishes and the love and the friends and the social occasions, and just kind of catch yourself. The dream trap of Pisces. Holding tight to any kind of relationship that you have. So there is definitely something that you really want to hold on to when it comes to this partnership and this relationship at the beginning of the month. Feeling like this is where I want to be. And like I said, it's really blooming, but it's really fueling the kind of fire within you, but also from the water. So kind of interesting. Where the prosperity begins. Ooh, we get 2 cards over here. That's interesting. Something is not completely justified within this area, but it does feel like there is some kind of overwhelming transformation that is taking place. Now, it feels like this is where kind of like you're kind of catching yourself from kind of going maybe a little overboard in some area when it comes to love. Yes, definitely they're catching your attention and you're really putting it all out there. But I just feel like, you know, it's going to have this potential catch you off guard over here, my friends. Yeah. Separating yourself. Yeah, exactly. Separating yourself from any kind of anxieties that it might be overwhelming. And that's because, remember, I just said, right, that there is this kind of adrenaline rush when it comes to love. So it does feel like they're definitely soothing you and smoothing you, and you're feeling it all at once, Gemini. And I think that that's going to be one of them things for you. You know, once you kind of sit down, you're going to be like, whoa. Okay. And getting straight into the middle of the month. Definitely have some truth coming out. Emotional withdrawal. So it feels like wherever you were kind of pulling back over here in the beginning of the month, because it was like I'm swooping in. Now I'm going to kind of take it back a little bit. Now it's saying, oh, the emotional withdrawal, I'm going to let go. That's it. I'm just going to put it all out there. Because the truth of the matter is that this is where the firm foundations are in the 11th house. This is something that you really actually are going to be really thinking about and feeling like this is truly the blessing for yourself. So really getting deep in there for that situation. And even if it's not a love situation, we'll get on that in just a second as well. Looking at the financial areas, because we also see holding tight to money as well within a partnership or some kind of a business association, where it feels like maybe you're taking too much money out of a situation and you're not feeling the prosperity of the money coming back towards you as much as you will. So it feels like, therefore, within that passion of that area, you're going to be kind of holding back and then holding back onto that money again, because it feels like you were already holding on to money, but somebody wants you to let go a little bit more. So it feels like, oh, wait, I'm giving too much. I need to hold on to this. So there is 2 areas within your life over here where you're really pulling back, you know, on the reins over here within the love area of somebody swooning you, and you're kind of getting adrenalized. And everything just feels like it's moving too fast. And then, of course, within the love or the money, area where it feels like I'm spending more than I'm making. Do you understand? So you're definitely going to want to hold tight to that money for a little while. But then you'll have this realization within the love area in the mid-month that the truth comes out that I really don't want to withhold any more of these emotions from Pisces, because Pisces is showing that this person is truthful, this person is loving, and Venus is coming through with all the prosperities. So where it says your prosperity begins, now you have the Empress coming catty corner from the beginning of the month to the middle of the month, saying everything's going to be okay. Don't overthink the situation. You don't need to stand so grounded, right? Because go ahead and do what you're doing, right? So it's kind of like I was rushing in too quick and I caught myself from falling, but it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be like that, right? Because the truth is that this person really is showing you the love. You could be definitely dealing with a Scorpio or a Libra who is really showing you the love within the situation over here, that everything's going to be just fine. Could even be dealing with a Taurus. With the foundations and achievements, it's showing that you are going on the right path and you are going in the right direction. Talking about that North Node again, Remember, this is the karmic destiny and the karmic area within your life that you're noticing. And it's coming right through that moon. And it's crazy because we're talking about that, and it'll be the North Node in Taurus around that Aries area, right? Somewhere within the beginning of the month. So that will definitely be there, giving you that passion to want to drive and get those dreams done within the 11th house. And, you know, it will feel dreamy because the moon is really going to bring in these emotional responses, right? And really feeling all of this. But you're going to see a lot of, I think when it comes to a partner, you're going to see a lot of their body language change along with your body language. So they're going to actually, between you and this other person, you're actually going to feel that vibration and knowing, right? That's why it's saying you don't have to hold back. Everything's fine. You're right on the track that you need to be on. If you need to travel, there will be a lot of travel in May. It's a good time to travel, a good time to go sightseeing, a good time to go on dates and do these things. Travel towards the things that bring in the firm foundations. If you're looking for the new job, here comes the new job, right? Definite blessings. We have at the end of the month, we have the positive movement forward, memories of love. Wow. Something nostalgic is going to come through. It's going to really remember that the victory over here. So if you did have some kind of, I back down away from the situation, it's going to allow you to remember what was taking place in the beginning of the month, towards the end of the month, and how you probably want to get back with that person. With the positive movement forward, you're seeing a lot of money and a lot of action and a lot of advancements taking place. Right, so, and a lot of social occasions. So there's going to be a lot of socialness going on no matter what. The memories of love, it's talking about having the courage, but also standing your ground, but also looking at the things that you are dreaming about, right? Because this is where we want to grant those wishes, but it's also refreshing. So there's this kind of refreshing energy going through you as you're really looking over here at this Queen of Wands. So whatever the love is and the partnership, it's going to say, it's okay, I have the courage and the understanding to go ahead and go forth within this situation. And it is, it's going to allow you to really sit upon a throne for yourself and really find the honor within yourself and probably within them as well, right? So very beautiful. And it's going to have this understanding of the situation. So I do feel like, you know, the practicality of you when you're in a dream mode, you're not going to dream, of course, like Pisces dreams, but you're definitely going to have some nostalgic kind of thinking about what was taking place at the beginning of the month when you felt so comfortable with this person. Okay, whether it was you overdoing it or them overdoing it. Okay, it could be one or the other. With the triumph and success, you do have the sun again, guys. Could be dealing with some kind of fire sign as well, some kind of Leo. I have Leo twice. And then I have Aries, Sagittarius as well. And then Leo again. So 1, 2, 3, 3 Leos. Wow. So with the sun over here, it's the triumph and the victory and the understanding. But there's kind of this when you're calling, look, it's granting wishes and you have the sun. So how, you see what I'm saying? So there's definitely going to be a victory within this understanding. So if you want someone to understand something and you're opening up the lines of communication with them at the end of the month, whether it's for the business or, or for the love, however it is, because it's showing both. It's showing, literally both. Could even be just within the family. It is showing that there will be more understanding of how everything needs to take place. So you're definitely enjoying this month a lot. Wow. Because at the end of the month, it's like, and it's crazy too, because the sun's going to enter Gemini in the 20th. And here's the sun. And you're a Gemini. So that's very interesting. Only for the fact that then, right, it's somewhere around the 20th, 21st. But as it's moving in, and you have the sun entering the Gemini with the Mars, and now you're going to have them, and the Mars is here. Wow, they're like right literally on top of each other. As it's entering through this area, it's this understanding and transitions of you and having all these understandings. So this clarity is really going to really start coming through. And she's very clairvoyant in her own ways, for having better understanding. And it's going to bring in this beautiful transition between everything that needs to be abundant. So if you feel like there was some kind of miscommunication within this area of the 11th house to how things should be, it's okay, because everything's going to come back together. It's going to like wrap itself together. Because you can see right here, even though you're traveling in the mid-month, things are kind of getting a little smushed, kind of smushed together, and then you're kind of traveling this way. But you're not standing your ground as much as you were before, right? When you kind of separated that area, when you come back together. So it's very beneficial for you in the end, but you might see a, through the victory, you might feel a little bit of a challenge, right? And that's okay, because through the challenge will come the understanding between you and the other person. So it's got the Ace of Wands. So definitely going to have this kind of fresh new start, and this kind of, I wouldn't even really call it a reconciliation as much as it is this, we have a better understanding, right? We understand each other about what's going to happen. Yes. So it's making room for all these things to come together, making room for this abundance. And they're on your side, definitely on your side. You got the Two of Cups coming out for the better understanding. So yeah, I'm going to put that right there, because it's a healthier communication than what was going on in the beginning of the month, where it was just kind of like, whoa, everything's moving fast. So knowing that you have better communication will give you the abilities now to say, okay, well, now we can make the leap of faith, but we're going to go exactly the way we need to go. This has to have some kind of, like I said, just mutual understanding of the situation on how you're going to move. And that's, like I said, those water signs, you guys, just get us all crazy, right? Get everybody crazy. So, okay, then you'll have some kind of lunar eclipse coming also. Oh my gosh, then we're talking about the moon, and then we're talking about this lunar eclipse that will happen sometime at the end of the month as well. And that's going to actually help divide that energy as well, and help that understanding come back together. So, wow, going straight from a solar eclipse, my friends, straight into a lunar eclipse. So this month we're ending with that, that solar eclipse. I am doing these early. You'll notice that when I upload them. But, and then straight to a lunar eclipse at the end of the month, next month. So very crazy energy. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.